Welcome. This is Janisar Ahmed with the daily roundup of news from the US and around the world. First, the headline. Tampa police is questioning a person in connection with shooting. Sindh High Court in Pakistan orders retrial in high-profile Shah Jahan murder case. India's External Affairs Minister Sushma Swaraj yesterday said Bangladesh comes first among all of India's neighbors. And Ivanka is Trump's card in dad's outreach to India. And residents are wary of plans to turn Kips Bay Hotel into homeless shelter. A mom is defending her teen in gaming lawsuit. And now the details. Tampa police is questioning a person in connection with shootings. Tampa police are interviewing a person in connection with 4 fatal shootings within the last month in the city's Seminole Heights. Tampa Police Chief Brian Duggan said Tuesday. Duggan said police were acting on a tip about a man with a gun when they confronted the person at a local McDonald's and confiscated the weapon. Police are interviewing the person at headquarters to learn more about the firearm and any possible connection to the killings. The person is not under arrest or in police custody, Duggan said. The police chief said authorities don't know if the gun was used in the killings. We have to be very careful about what we release because this person may be completely innocent, Duggan said. He added, I'm optimistic on this one, but only time will tell. We have a lot of work to do. Police wouldn't elaborate about why they think the person may be connected to the killings. I believe this has to do with Seminole Heights, Duggan said. Ivanka is Trump card in dad's outreach in an accomplished keynote address that had none of her father's rambling digressions. Ivanka Trump was effusive in her praise for Modi leadership, noting that from your childhood selling tea to becoming prime minister, you've proven that transformational change is possible. More acclaim for Modi followed, including approval for his firm belief that the progress of humanity is incomplete without the empowerment of women, and her expectation that the people of India will continue to grow under the leadership of Prime Minister Modi. India has a true friend in the White House. The US President's daughter, who is also his advisor, said in a clearly bilateral political message at an international event. 2 countries are co-hosting. On his part, Modi too talked of bilateral relations, saying the GES 2017 event not only connects Silicon Valley with Hyderabad, but also showcases the close ties between the US and India. Ivanka's appearance with Modi at the opening of GES 2017 was preceded by a bilateral meeting the Prime Minister described as wonderful before they went out to meet several entrepreneurs who had rolled out their work for the President. Sindh High Court in Pakistan orders retrial in high-profile Shah Jahan murder case. Sindh High Court on Tuesday ordered a retrial of the Shah Jahan murder case in a sessions court after revoking the punishment previously awarded to Shah Jahan and 3 others. The Supreme High Court made the decision while hearing a criminal review application filed by Shah Jahan's lawyer, Advocate Farooq Echnai, in August 2016. The application had sought a retrial of the case in a juvenile court. In 2013, an anti-terrorism court had awarded the death penalty to co-accused Shah Jahan and Siraj Talpur for Shahzeb's murder. Siraj's younger brother, Sajjad Ali, and his servant Ghulam Murtaza al-Ashari had been handed life sentences. A couple of months after his sentence, however, Shahzeb's parents had issued a formal pardon to the convicts. Shah Jahan's counsel today argued that Shahzeb's murder had been the result of a personal enmity and should not have been tried in an ATC court. Further, Naik contended that his client was a juvenile at the time the crime was committed and therefore he should not have been tried under the anti-terrorism laws. On these grounds, Naik asked the court to order a retrial of the case in a regular court. The Sindh Prosecutor General, countering the arguments, pointed out that the Sindh High Court had still not approved the pardon issued by Shahzeb's parents. Since a final decision had not been made, he argued the case could not be restarted. At this, Justice Salahuddin, who was presiding over the proceedings, expressed surprise, saying that as the case was tried in an ATC and included clauses of terrorism, granting a pardon should not have been possible in the first place. The judge, however, said the case could be sent for a retrial in a sessions court. Subsequently, he decided on a fresh trial of the case in a sessions court, disposing of the punishment previously handed to the 4 accused. Indian External Affairs Minister Sushma Swaraj has said that Bangladesh comes first. India's External Affairs Minister Sushma Swaraj yesterday said Bangladesh comes first among all of India's neighbors as part of a neighborhood policy her government adopted. The country's bilateral ties are becoming stronger, she added. Our foreign policy follows neighborhood first approach, but Bangladesh before all, she said in Hindi. Sushma, who arrived in Dhaka on Sunday, jointly held the fourth Joint Consultative Commission meeting with her Bangladesh counterpart, A.H. Mahmood Ali. Promising to sincerely resolve irritants between Bangladesh and India, she said the relations between neighbors are now outstanding and that both countries are working to resolve these issues in the near future. Though she did not specify the nature of the issues, she apparently hinted at the question of sharing water of common rivers, particularly of Teesta River, which has been pending since September 2011. Neighbors are wary of plans to turn Kips Bay Hotel into homeless shelter. The latest battleground in the homelessness problem in the east side of Manhattan, where City Hall is hoping to transform a historic hotel into a shelter for hundreds of families. As CBS 2's reporter reported, many people living in and around working in Kips Bay are fuming, saying the city blinded them with a decision to turn Hotel Chandler into a homeless shelter. They basically said, this shelter is going in regardless of what you say, and if you don't like it, you don't like homeless people, said a resident. Hotel Chandler at 12 East 31st Street off Madison Avenue will be flipped into a 300-bed transitional homeless shelter for families all over the age of 18. I think it's much better than having people loitering in the streets with nowhere else to go, a resident said. The Department of Homeless Services met with the community to address its concerns. Residents called the meeting pointless. Isn't this a done deal? Said a neighbor. You guys aren't really listening to us, are you? Because they feel the city isn't listening, residents say they are worried more homeless shelters will continue to pop up in their neighborhood. The one at Hotel Chandler will open in January. The Department of Homeless Services is creating a community advisory board for the Hotel Chandler shelter. The board will meet regularly to address community concerns as they arise. An imam is defending teen in gaming lawsuit. A mother has written a letter in defense of her 14-year-old son who is facing a lawsuit over video game cheats in the U.S. Caleb Rogers is one of the two people facing legal action from gaming studio Epic Games for using cheat software to play the free game Fortnite. The studio says it has taken the step because the boy declined to remove a YouTube video he published which he promoted how to use the software. His mother says he is a scapegoat. His company is in the process of attempting to sue a 14-year-old child, she wrote in a letter which has been shared online. Ms. Rogers added that she had not given her son parental consent to play the game as stated in its terms and conditions, and that as the game was free to play, the studio could not claim loss of profit as a result of the cheats. It is my belief that due to their lack of ability to curb cheat codes and other from modifying their game, they are using a 14-year-old child as a scapegoat to make an example of him, she said. In a YouTube video made by the boy himself discussing the legal action, he said he cheated for fun and that cheat had used was freely available online. He denied making it or selling it himself. He admitted that he had been banned from the game several times previously. The video received a mixed reaction with some comments supporting him, but many saying he was in the wrong. Thank you very much for watching. Watch us at www.millenniumtv.org and do drop us a line at info@millenniumtv.net. This is Janis Ahmed signing off from Millennium TV USA. We are bridging communities worldwide.